Hi friends, it's Cheryl, the Wandering House Sitter. Yes, from the Lifestyle Digs. And thanks for stopping in today to hear about, not read, hear. This is a video about my March 2026 roundup. Where have I been this past month? Well, I've actually set foot in 3 different countries. I started off in Costa Rica. I finished my time in Costa Rica in the Arano, La Fortuna area. I did a nature walk, of course I did, and just kind of hung out there. There was a nice swimming pool at my hotel. And then I flew to Guatemala, my first time in Guatemala. And I spent a week just over a week in Antigua. It's a colonial town. It's a UNESCO protected site. And I took a week of Spanish classes there. Now, I know some of you must be thinking, well, don't you speak Spanish already? You lived in Madrid and worked there when you were younger, and you walked the Camino de Santiago. Check out those videos. And I have spent a lot of time in South America. So I am what they would call a high intermediate level of Spanish. So I can certainly get out, I can go into restaurants and hotels or whatever, and I can check in, I can order food, I can buy groceries, and have simple conversations with people. So I am still trying to grow my vocabulary and grammar. I remember all the grammar from back in, when I was still studying Spanish in school. So I had a week of Spanish classes. I had a really nice teacher there. Oh, it was Ixtel Spanish School, in case anyone is wondering. I took classes, and I also had room and board, as it were. It included a hotel room, a private room with a private bath, and included meals every day. Except the day before I arrived, they told me that there was a slight change in my accommodation plans, and I would be staying right across the street at a little kind of bed and breakfast type place. The homeowner takes in students quite a bit. Anyway, I wasn't real thrilled about that because I'm kind of a private person. I'm a bit of an introvert. I don't like having other people around. So the room itself, I have no complaints about the room. It was, a nice room and attached bathroom, no problems at all. But I just, and I had to eat breakfast there. Lunch and dinner were still provided by the school, but I ate my breakfast there. Lovely lady, have nothing bad to say about her, other than maybe too many religious artifacts around the house. But, it was just awkward, having to eat breakfast and have a conversation in Spanish. And there was another student there, a male student. So, I wasn't really very comfortable. But, I really have no complaints. The school itself was phenomenal, had an excellent teacher. Thanks, Arturo, if you're watching this. I'm not 100% positive that he speaks English. The Spanish school is very immersive, and the teachers only talk in Spanish. So after I finished there, I went to Lake Atitlan, which is beautiful, gorgeous lakes surrounded by volcanoes, and I spent 5 nights there. And I took a water taxi, it was in Panajachel, and then I took a water taxi one day to San Pedro de la Laguna and enjoyed my time there. From Guatemala, I took a flight to Mexico. I don't usually like to say where I am in Mexico, but I am in the jungle. I am helping out at a dog rescue. So I will be here for a few weeks. When I do my April roundup, I will still be here. So it's very rewarding helping out with rescue dogs. The people who do this full time, they don't get much of a break unless volunteers come in and help them out. So as you can probably imagine, the most things that we do most of the time with the dogs, we give them food, we give them water, and we clean up after them. That's pretty much all we do all day around here is clean up after dogs. I'm just having a little bit of a midday break right now. I meant to do my roundup yesterday, but yesterday was spay and neuter day here at the rescue. We managed to spay 6 puppies, young dogs, and 4 adult dogs that were here. So this is a really good rescue. They work with rescues in Canada, and they ship the dogs up to Canada as soon as they're ready to, and if they have homes for them up there, that's wonderful. Anyway, what else can I say? The Wandering House Sitter, volunteering right now. I do a lot of volunteering if I can while I am in my travels. And in May, I will be going back to house sitting again. I have some house sits lined up in British Columbia, Canada. So, hasta luego. Que te vaya bien. Nice, a few Spanish words for you there, but they basically all mean goodbye, and I hope everything's going well with you. So this is Cheryl, the Wandering House Sitter, signing out from now. Thanks for watching today. Bye for now.